Restless hearts.
We alive, baby.
We belong tonight.
I hear that music. I know y'all do.
They say that the road ain't no place to start a fire.
If that one don't do it, okay, let's try that. We'll switch it up. I'm gonna change it up. We started off a little slow, but we're gonna do it at a different side here. And I'm just gonna push another song. Oh, this song. Oh, this. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. It's time to go live. Welcome, my friends. Welcome from the north, south, east, west, and all the rest, my friends. I am having an amazing, I don't know. You having an amazing day? Is it amazing so far? So good, yeah. So far, so good. Guys, you just don't know who we have the privilege of having right here in the four walls of Make It Great Studios, but we're going to get into that in just a minute. Man, come on, get on here. I mean, if there's ever been a day that you'd be glad you signed on, that this day is that day. Prince is kicking us off, though.
Like, why did I got this show?
All right, y'all, guys. I am so super stoked to be here. You know, this song, Cream, actually, a lot of people think this is like a nasty song from Prince. But listen to the dang words.
Wait,
Cream.
It's not nasty?
It's not a nasty song. You thought it was nasty?
Yeah.
No, the song Cream, actually, Prince said he wrote this song while he was looking in the mirror. Now, just go with me on this. The song says, he talks about cream rises to the top.
Right, cream get on top.
Right. And so people be like, oh, it's not. No, it's like cream rises to the top. So the catch is, you know, you are the cream, so go ahead and rise to the top. He says, you're a hit, cause you got that burning desire.
All right.
It's your time, it's your time. You got the heart, so why don't you blow it? Yeah. Listen to the words. Go on YouTube, put in Cream by Prince. And, you know, if you can get past the opening part, because the opening part is like, making like moaning sounds. And then people are like, oh, take it quick. No, it's like, no. Let it play. Listen to every word he says. He wrote it in the mirror. He was trying to inspire himself. Because at the end of the day, it's not about somebody motivating you and inspiring you or educating. It's about you. So it's okay to be selfish for selfless reasons. Some people confused. I'm gonna explain that a little bit later. But first, I gotta introduce my guest. This is not a growth on my show, but it's a real person. She is often imitated, but never quite duplicated. She's first to many, but absolutely second to none in more ways than one. She has a spirit that is so inviting, and not just a bright smile that's bright enough to melt an iceberg. This gal is something special, capital T-H-E, the Shannon Eckroth. Welcome. She is here, y'all. She is in the place. Audience. I love the audience.
Wow. All right. Best intro ever.
Okay. Guys, I have affectionately termed her as the queen of dig marketing.
Oh, thank you.
I'm gonna show you what that looks like.
Wow, thank you. That's me. When I used to have to wear a jacket to work.
There we go. A little bit of shot right there. Here's another shot right here too.
Okay, you've done your homework.
I've done a little homework. Welcome, y'all. I see. It says girls just want to have fun while getting their work done.
Yeah.
Okay, does she agree with that?
Fun,
you agree with that? Okay, guys, because I always like to say this. Here's my own personal motto. If you can't have no fun, then I don't want none. Why? I mean, Okay, time out, just a second. First of all, welcome. I don't know where it's written that you can't be employed in a space where it allows for you to have a lot of fun and have passion in what you do. I like to say this, everybody's got like a job. I mean, most people, but how do you turn your job into a growth pod? Because if you can't grow there, then why would you go there? We'll see how you made it rhyme for you. So if you can't grow there, why would you go there? And if you are there, what's that is you don't understand me. My spot, it just sucks and stuff. Okay, that's cute. But if it sucks, it's because, okay, can I say this? Be honest? No, I'm gonna tell you a lie. No, I'm gonna be honest. If it sucks, it's because you suck. Right. You're sucking in the space, but understand, suck is just halfway to success. You have to keep going. You're halfway there, take your space, turn your job into your growth pod, so it's a place that you can actually grow in that space. Do you not agree?
I super agree. Super agree. Most of my success has been the attitude in my head. So
we'll say that again, they didn't hear you.
Most of my success has been the attitude in my head.
Oh my gosh, guys, I could write a book on it. In fact, I did. If you go to makeitgreatnow.com.
Plug.
Makeitgreatnow.com. Order yours today, and I'll throw in some freebies. Okay, that is true though. But no, it really does start with, I like to say it this way. Your skill sets and assets without the proper mindset will leave you upset. If you wake up in the morning, did you get it?
Yeah.
For those of y'all who just went over, let me get y'all. Your skill sets and assets without the proper mindset will leave you upset. Doesn't matter what you have as a skill or what you have as assets and tangibles. If you don't have the right mindset, it's going to leave you upset. And that you can bet every day of the week and twice on Sundays, guys. So with saying that, it's not just enough to wake up in the morning and sleepwalk through your day. That means that not enough to just live your life without intention, because it's those who are living their lives with intention, enjoying the moment, not stressing about the future, not worrying about the past, but focusing on the present moment, because all we have is this infinite moment in time. I know I'm getting a little mushy, but when it comes to this time thing, we can't overstate that. And I know time is a valuable thing in your spot too, in your space, right?
Yep. Oh yeah. Well, I don't know how much homework you've done, but
ooh, I haven't done all of it. I'm going to disclose some of it right here.
No, I've been in multiple industries at this point, and staffing. I was in Kern County law enforcement, and entrepreneur and working for myself as well, where I help other companies really with sales coaching and motivation. And people.
That's your current space.
Yeah.
Okay.
People that are miserable where they're at, if you can't shake out of it, working in the jail was not a cute situation for me, but you got to have spirit. You got to have fun. Otherwise, it would have been, I see a lot of friends now that aren't doing so well because they don't have the spirit. And so it's really not your environment. It's your soul.
It's you, guys. We can't overstate this. This is, if you're just joining me, I'm riding shotgun with the queen of ditch marketing. I know you can read that. Is that okay? Did you
whatever you want.
She's the queen. I just coined phrases for people who ride shotgun with me, so you can see them in a better light. And as I was telling Shannon, now Shannon, tell everybody, when have I first seen you in person?
Like 4 minutes ago. Yes. I don't know what he knows about me. I don't know anything about him.
Now, this is how it flows. It was something where I think you watched some of the lives and you chime in and such. And so then I saw that she was affiliated and associated with some people that I know that are out there doing community stuff, like Arlena Waller and Letitia and Nicholas Hill. So if you guys are out there, woo, 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 woo.
We're doing stuff.
Yes, they're getting it done. And so I'm a huge advocate and fan for those people who don't just say it, but they actually display it. I'll close this. I got a bright light that's flying through there. And so I like to be able to highlight those people. And, I don't know if you noticed, but there's some people who their aura is so powerful that you can see it in their pictures, or you can see it in their post. You can see it in their writings. And so, needless to say, you're going to experience it in their in person as well too. You not agree with that?
100%, yeah.
And so I said, oh, Shannon, indeed you are a green jelly bean.
What's a green jelly bean?
I said, I'll tell you what it means on the show. And so she's like, what? Okay, what the heck is that? green jelly beans. I think this life of ours is, it's fraught and filled with, I'm gonna tease you guys. I'm gonna tell y'all what a green jelly bean. We got some music right here. We're riding shotgun. She's by my side. She's gonna help us come alive. On the other side of the break, I'm gonna tell you what a green jelly bean is, okay? But right now we're gonna do this. Enjoy this. Welcome. Doing it. I see y'all on Instagram right there. Welcome back. Welcome back. I know y'all excited.
What is happening? Where is the door?
Just go with it, Shannon. Go with it. Go with it. It's funny because she was like, okay, what's our topic today? And I was like, you evidently you don't know. But we don't have a topic. We don't have, the best topic is no topic. And it's like coming straight from the heart. Green jelly bean. This world is full of jelly beans. They're all different types of colors and shapes and sizes. I'm looking for the green ones. And when I say green one, those people who are motivated, they're inspirative, they're your biggest champion. They smile a lot. They are not so selfish in their ambitions. They're selfless. They're dream driven. They're goal getters. They're passion pursuers on a mission that's to be a little bit better today than they were yesterday, to be able to better this hurting humanity in some way. And so these people aren't people who just say it, they display it. And so I like to showcase them and highlight them whenever given the opportunity, so people can see what it looks like, and maybe even what it feels like, to be able to be in that particular space. Because let's face it, guys, we only get one shot at this life thing. We can't just, well, I guess we can, but I would invite you to consider not just tiptoeing through the life to make it good on the end, because at the end we all die. Did I
Twist.
I hope I didn't shock anybody with that. You see people tiptoeing through life in some type of weird way, as if you don't die your way out.
Right.
You can cheat on your taxes, cheat on your significant other, cheat on all this other stuff, but you cannot cheat death. You have to be able to pay the price to the grave. And so since that is the case, you look back over your shoulder before you fall into that precipice at the end, and you say, wait a minute.
It's getting dark, by the way.
It's getting dark.
Yeah.
I'm going to lighten it up. But we got to keep it like this. You got to look back over your shoulder at this life and say, man, I came, I saw, I conquered. I made my matter. Ooh, watch this one. I made my matter. Because we're all made up of matter. Ooh, did I go like astrology on them right there too? You see
Chemistry?
that left?
Oh.
Yeah, chemistry. Oh, yeah.
You went, that's all.
You got any thoughts on that at all? I mean, we just...
I'm proud to be a green jelly bean, if y'all think I am. But I do think, I do what I do, or the hobbies that I have. I make sure that I have a career that lets me do those other things. Because the fulfillment in life that I have is being able to be present with people, and to be able to share my spirit with people, and whatever that means, whether it's, in sales coaching and getting people excited to close a deal, or it's the food giveaway. The food giveaway is my thing. I mean, that's my thing. But, whatever we can do to put ourselves out there is so rewarding back. I mean, so rewarding. So. Yeah.
And so I'm sensing that she's a firm believer in that we as givers would be of absolutely no use if there were not people in position to receive what it is that we give. So we want to encourage you to go out there. I'm going to push you in the back. It's like that mother bird kicking you out of the nest saying, guys, you have wings. Just flap them dang things. Let me kick you out. I'm going to challenge you in this 2020 to say, hey, I want to go out there and partner with somebody that's doing something in the space that makes me come alive.
Yeah.
Or if that does not exist, ooh, watch this one. Create it. Create it. That may be a little bit more challenging as far as being able to create it, but man, I got to tell you, at the end of the day, we never say this.
That was easy.
Right. No. Right. If the opportunity doesn't exist, you have to build it. You can't just dismiss what you want.
That's right, guys. That's worth dinging. Yes. those who are great and are super successful in certain spaces, they look around for opportunities, and if they don't exist, they create them, they make them. I think some great man or woman made that statement, but it is worth repeating and even plagiarizing, because it's a good one. It's like you go out and you make it happen. Is that without risk, though?
Everything I do is risky.
Yeah.
I mean, just in order to get the big reward, I love risk because I've been rewarded so many times for I've fallen so many times from risk, but you got to take it.
Right.
Yeah. As long as you're passionate about it, take it.
Guys, I heard a great man once say, if you can't risk, you cannot grow. If you cannot grow, you cannot become your best. If you cannot become your best, you cannot be happy. And if you cannot be happy, then what else is there? There's a lot of steps there. So it's like, if you can't pursue that,
there is one thing I would say, though, because I used to be in the corporate world and managing teams. I was so hungry to be the next, the best, the biggest, the brightest, the whatever, that I was chasing. And I was literally working 16 to 20 hours a day, day over day over day.
Wow.
I mean, it was sick. And, now my focus is, instead of that hustle, I used to always just think, I'm such a hustler. I'm a hustler. Now it is so much of just seeing what's around me, what's happening around me right now, and just settle the F down. Just relax. I mean, because I got so much of I'm building, goal smashing, chasing my whatever, that I lost track of everything in front of me. Kids, family, society. And so I think there's a balance. You got to figure it out and be aware of yourself, I think. So
guys, I'm so enjoying this. If you're just joining us, in fact, she just kind of alluded to, kids and family and stuff.
Oh,
I had to dig to find this photo. If you're on Facebook, you see this. If you're on Instagram,
long ago.
I know. I was like, the kids were like really, really young, but I couldn't find any that was like more current. And I was like, with all of you. And so I'm sure you got them out there, but I searched.
So funny.
So you have three, just the three?
I have three, yes. And I'll tell you, so my daughter Claudia is still the same height, right? She's still short.
So she stopped at 12.
But Jacob and Noah, they're 14 and 16 years old, 6'2", 240, 270. I mean, they are
240, 270, 6'2".
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, those are gargantuan
men, so.
monstrosities. Are they in sports?
So they did play football. Okay. They switched schools, so they haven't gotten into the athletic program yet. But yeah, they were big in football. So. You know what? It's funny because I always like to say you can't teach someone to grow to be 6'2". It just doesn't happen. It's like they have to have they have it or they don't. So when I see people that have this natural God-given size and you're not leveraging it to be able to get some free education. If you know my story, coming out of the mean streets of Dallas, Texas, a lot of people think it's all cowboys and steers, and it's like, no. We had the gangs, the drugs, the violence, the poverty, and more important than anything else, the stinking thinking. I was surrounded with that type of stuff, and to be born in those housing projects, if you don't know what that is, just Google it and see what that is. And coming out of that, man, I had this fight. I was one of 4 boys, and we were tough, and we were very tough competitors, and amongst each other and in the world. And so I was able to leverage that streak to be able to excel in one of my favorite sports, which was football, and it bought me the opportunity to choose from some colleges. I chose the University of Utah in Salt Lake City. Go Utes! Whoop, 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 whoop. Crickets. Nobody. We almost made it to the playoffs. Hey, Clifton Smith. Actually, Clifton used to be one of our running backs at the University of Utah. So perfect timing, baby. Yes, there's a fellow Ute right there. Thanks for joining us, bro. But I was able to do that and leverage that sport to be able to give me a free education. Oh, you go Utes. There we go, baby. That's what I'm talking about. I know some of y'all are hating. I can feel the hate. It's okay. It's so much easier for jealous lips to smack than it is for jealous hands to clap. Clap for me, baby. Clap for me, baby. We almost made it to the playoffs this year. Go Utes. He's like, yes, sir. Okay, let me get back on the freeway here. But man, being able to leverage it and get to that spot where I could go and get that free education was something I encourage people to do. If you got something that you can be not just good at, but great at, pursue it. So now let's take out sports and let's input life and just the business of life itself. If you have that something that some may term it as your heart's virtue or your passion, and I know those words are thrown around loosely, and so they lose their luster.
But you can inoculate yourself against any type of diseases out there, I guess most of them. But please do not make the fatal mistake of inoculating yourself against an inspirational story or the words like passion, and dreaming big, and working to win. That is a huge deal. I'm sure you've had some dreams out there and some stuff going on. You've always had a knack for speaking. Speak on you, bro. Thanks, Cliff, man. You all right, bro. Can you hear that? You can't hear it? You want me to turn it up? You all right with me, dog? Okay. Back on the freeway. She right now, she thinks I'm crazy. But it's a good kind of crazy. It's a little weird. Okay, so when you said you was in corporate America and you transitioned from that into what?
Being on my own, working for myself. It got to a point where I stopped getting along with people. I was so...
That's hard for me to see for you with the personality that you have. So
I started getting really resentful that people were bossing me, and they were great bosses, but I was not fitting into the box anymore, and I needed my own world, and so that world is not going to be handed to me by anyone else in some salary, so I had to get out there and create it. It was scary. Wow. It was scary, but it was like, once you get to a point where you realize I can't anymore. It's like jumping off a cliff and hoping that you're going to land somewhere. But it has been so good. So yeah, it has been so good.
She hit on several things just in that little short period of time she was speaking.
I was thinking that while speaking.
There's some things I could say about. She said scary. And it's not the absence of scary. It's in spite of the scary that we become great.
Right.
And so, in fact, that's where the biggest courageous ones come from. It's from the scary. If it's not scary,
right. Complacent.
It's exactly. So being able to say, in spite of the scary, I'm going to go. That's a big old deal. And then she left that job. People don't leave jobs. I like to say it this way. People don't leave jobs. Just follow me. Here's what they leave. They leave bully bosses, mean managers, silly supervisors.
Or reaching a ceiling.
Or ceiling, yeah. I was gonna continue to go down the road. Crazy coworkers or mediocre money for services rendered.
Right.
That's what they leave. I'll say it again. Bully bosses, mean managers, silly supervisors, crazy coworkers. There's always like one that's in that cubicle right next to you with the illusion of privacy, but you can hear them doing crazy stuff and they're trying to pull you in. So you got the crazy coworkers or mediocre money for services rendered. Yeah. That's why people will now maybe you can pick another one out there, but I'm telling you guys, that's why they do it. So in her case, it's like, you know what? Enough is enough.
Right. Because so success should not be somebody that works 16, 20 hours a day. If you're successful, you should have you should be wrapped up in 4 to 6
Just
hours.
say it.
You should have your shit wrapped up in 4 to 6 hours, right? If you're successful, if you're freaking good at what you're doing, why are you doing it 20 hours a day? What value? And if you're doing it for someone paying you salary, take a hike. You're getting you're getting.
You are an indentured. Okay, let me do this. Okay,
I was tired of being gotten.
Yeah, enough is enough, and then people start making a change. Guys, I say it all the time. It's not until your discomfort level of where you're at right now exceeds your fear of the unknown when you change. If it's here and the fear of the unknown for change is here, you're not going to change. But when this discomfort level reaches this amount above that fear or anything above it, now you will consider making the change. And I can't overstate that. You hear me say that all the time to remind you of that. Now, here's what I'm not saying, okay? For those who have said yes to a space that is a traditional job, there's some statistics out there that say somewhere around about 70 or 75% of people who are in their jobs don't like their jobs. I don't know about you, but that's terrible. Yeah. But people budget their life around that predictable income and they stay. And then when they get to their let's call them your seasoned years, seasoned citizen years, they don't complain about, oh, I wish I'd have spent more time on my job. Right. Oh, I wish I would have just made more spark plugs on that assembly line. No, you know what they do complain about? They complain about they did not live out the authentic life that they had for them. They did not reforge those relationships with those people that they discounted or disconnected themselves from. They did not, these are the things, they do not complain about other stuff other than that. It's like, I didn't spend more time with family or invest it, because, especially with our youth, because the best ability we can have as parents, I feel like I need to join both of this. And a megaphone.
Oh my God.
Here's the best ability for parents that we can ever have. Richard Daly, you came right in time, brother. I'm going to be able to give you this big old nugget. So, what?
That was good stuff right there.
Okay.
I think I pulled a hamstring.
I'm going to tell you on the side of this dance break, y'all. On the side of the dance break, I'm going to tell you what's the best ability that we as parents can have. So stick around. We're going to talk about it on the side of this break. I'll see you on Instagram. We're going. It's all good. Welcome back. Good. For those of y'all who are just joining me, I'm riding shotgun with none other than the capital T-H-E, Shannon Eckroth. I like to call her the queen of ditch marketing. Now that puts her in a box. That means that's like the only thing. No, she does more than that stuff too. Huge community contributor, huge family gal now, and I got a lot of good stuff, and I'm learning a lot of stuff as you learning it too as well too. She is one of my newest green jelly beans. Cliff Smith says, "Facts, getting jiggy with it." Guys, hey, give us some thumbs up and hearts if we're coming through loud and clear, because a lot of times I think we are, and Facebook is streaming really slow. So just so we'll know, so we're not talking slow.
So wait, your setup. Let's just pause for a second. You
Okay.
have Facebook going on right there.
No, that's Insta.
No. Over here.
Facebook here.
Right. Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
Well, no, YouTube we will upload to,
Right. Okay.
and we'll upload to LinkedIn, and we'll
LinkedIn's my jam.
Is that your jam?
Yeah.
I gotta talk to you later, because LinkedIn is not my jam, but I do upload to it.
LinkedIn and I.
And Twitter,
Yeah.
LinkedIn, and you are LinkedIn.
Like we are.
I may have to hire her to
We
do
go
my
way
LinkedIn
back.
stuff, because she does that stuff. So, hey, it's all about collaboration, baby. Finding somebody that you're weak at and
Right.
let them be the strength.
Yes.
Shoot. I wrote a book about that. Go to makeitgreatnow.com. I just snorted. I'm sorry. Did I snort? Yeah, if we can't have fun, then we don't want none. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I teased y'all on the other side of that break. I said there's this one ability that we as parents should always have, and maintain that ability no matter what, because it's the most important one. Listen up. Here's that ability. We as parents should have our best ability, which is our availability. I'm sorry. I cracked myself up with my little applause button. You know, you hear me? Ah, woo, woo, woo. That's actually my son, my baby boy. What I did is I got the family around one day, and I said, I need to record some applause. All of these I made. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. If you saw it right now, one day I'm going to take a picture and show y'all what my little setup looks like behind the camera.
Buttons all.
Yes, she's right. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and I've gotten rid of a few others too. So there's certain buttons for certain situations. So when I'm doing this whole production thing, I'm like an octopus, and I'm falling, I'm going with the flow. But at the end of the day, it's for guess who? It's for you. It's to entertain you and educate you. We call it, what is it, edutainment?
Edutainment?
I just
that.
came up with that.
Yeah.
Is that good? Should I trademark it?
Work on it a little.
We're going a little bit. We're going to refine it. But we know, hey, it's not just the education. You'll put people to sleep if it's just educating, but it's not entertaining. So you got to weave that in there. And then every now and then you'd have somebody shotgun with you that may be like pretty, let me explain, pretty smart, pretty intelligent, pretty ambitious,
Illinois.
That's my boy. I see you in the house.
Way back.
Y'all go with and Terrence is one of my dudes.
No, he's one of my dudes.
Look, he's one of my dudes.
No.
One of my dudes. Terrence, who do to you? Who do? He's our dude.
Okay.
See, we got to compromise there. Guys, if y'all don't know Terrence Miracle Manoy, y'all need to go and friend him because this guy, he's one of those. Another one that's a content creator that's out there rocking this world. And to see him grow and come through the minefield of the space that he's in as well, too.
Like Survivor, mind-blown Survivor.
Yeah, you need to know his story and hire that guy because he's got an amazing story that he can share from your platform, whether it's from a platform that's nonprofit or if it's one for-profit or anything in between. Great guy. So back on the freeway here. Hey, as parents, our best ability is our availability and being there for those little ones when they actually need us, because it's the most pivotal things that we teach to our kids won't actually be necessarily taught. They will be caught. Let me explain it. What we do, what they see you do, because as I don't remember a lot of stuff that my dad and my parents said, but I remember what they did, because we remember things in pictures. That's why the best way of communication is to use the metaphors, the analogies, the acronyms, the anecdotes and stuff like that, because it actually paints the picture. And then with that picture, people can remember things that are very important. You see what I'm saying? I'm y'all, dude. I see you, T. No way. Thank you, my man. Appreciate you. Hey, Jana, let me do a little shout out to some of you guys, because some of y'all be like, I signed on, you ain't give me no love. It's like, okay, hush up. It ain't about you. It's about us. Okay, hey, Richard Daly, I see you, bro. Welcome as well. A lot of y'all got a lot of feed here. Good. Terry Sheehy, Dixon Coomer, Jessica, Salvador, Marvin. That's my uncle right there.
Hey, John Insor.
John Insor? Yeah.
Yeah, way back with him too.
Hey, Michael Mellon. Okay, I can't be shouting out everybody because then y'all sign off and stuff. Be like, I thought it was going to be nugget driven. It is nugget driven, and we're going to give you some more.
And the nuggets just keep on coming. Give me some more. Let's go.
We are. If you just joined us, we're riding shotgun with none other than the capital THE. And I feel like I need to do another drum roll, but that's okay. We'll just pass it. Her name is Shannon Eckroth. And I call her, who is it? Let me pull that picture up again. The queen of ditch marketing. I just love this picture, by the way.
Thank you.
So that's why I went and doctored and stuff. And then I like this one too, because I think this one kind of displays your personality.
Oh my God.
It's like, hey! She says, girls just want to have fun while getting their work done. Now, okay, let's be honest. I created that and I plugged it on her picture, but I thought it would be a great representation of who she really is as the person. Did I miss the mark?
I think it's for you to decide, but I like it.
Okay, I think it fits her.
I think it's fun.
She's a fun lover that actually gets her stuff done. So it's not at the expense of getting work done. It's no fun in spite or alongside of getting that done. I see y'all on Instagram. Y'all don't get a lot of love, so y'all can't see all the photos. But I'm going to give y'all a little bit of love there, too. Let me wave at a couple of y'all. Hey, Mario. See you there, buddy. Hey, look, you know what? On Instagram, and I see you, Gil J. Welcome, brother. Dude, you know the event's coming up on Saturday. You better stop playing. Them tickets are running out. Okay, so anyway, back on the freeway. It's something about Instagram where, people don't use their like real names, so you got to call them like.
Right, you have no idea.
Little Bubby Puppy. Hey, little Bubby Puppy. It's like, what? But on Facebook, I can actually see that. If we're on YouTube, guys, just press that subscribe button at the end right here, or find somewhere around over here, to be able to subscribe, because that's just showing your boy a little bit of love. Always share this out, because there is a nugget or something that's going to fall out of somebody's mouth, and it's not always comes from this chair. A lot of times it comes from this chair as well too. So I'm going to do this. I got a quick question for Shannon, and I know that the response to this question is going to bless you. But I got to tease you again, guys, on the other side of this break.
Somebody say it's
So
time
stick
for a
around.
dance break.
I want to see how she answers this question. I know she has the answer right in here. And it's going to bless your heart, guys. Put your pinky fingers in the moon right now. Be a champion. Bottom line. We are back. She's a mental dancer.
Right.
She says she wish she could just jump on the floor and bust a move. You know what? You can like put in the work and the time to be able to develop that muscle.
See, that's not one of my goals.
I know. See, pick your goals wisely.
You're right. Wisely. I think it was Leticia that was here saying, you know, you're not going to be an expert at everything. Play around, and what you are really good at, go for it hard. Dancing is not that for me, so.
Yeah, I get it, guys. We only have 24 hours in a day the last time I checked. I've been circulating a petition trying to get 26, but nobody wants to sign it. So until that happens, we got 24. And if you're like me, I use about 6 to 8 of that sleeping.
Yeah.
And so my easy math says that we have about 16 hours or so in a day. So we have to choose wisely those things which we are willing to invest in as far as our time. Because as I said, and I can't overstate this, that the most valuable currency we have this side of the universe is this thing that they call time. You have any thoughts on that? Do you agree? What?
I agree.
She 2 thumbs up and toes. She got toes up too.
We're wiggling.
It's the time thing. So what are you choosing to invest your time in, and how important is that for you? What do you think about leadership?
I think some leadership sucks really bad. I think some people were not born to be leaders. But then I think if you have the opportunity to, and oftentimes we accidentally get our leaders, right? If you have an opportunity to work for or be mentored by a leader, the potential in your own life, it just, I mean, you can become so much if you've got a leader guiding you. A lot of us are not born just, there's a lot of us are born with intuition and we know how to treat people regardless of the circumstances. That does help leaders, but we're not born to know how to do, how to treat every personality and how to mentor. And so you really do have to be, I think, trained to be that person. And if you can be a leader, then I think it takes a lot of work.
Guys, I'm gonna ding that. And I knew that her throwback from that would be one that would be of value to you guys. I'm gonna expound on it as well, because what she said there, she used the word born. And I gotta be quite honest with you. I think one of the biggest myths out there is that there are people who are born leaders. I'm gonna say this, and I'm sure she probably agrees with this as well too, because she kind of alluded to it in her statement as well. Now, some may be born with the propensity to be able to do something that leaders exemplify more than others. However, I think anybody, in fact, I know, unless of course you have some mental deficiency, just won't let you go there. But barring that, I think anybody can, with the right mentor, you said that as well too, in their life, can be coached and encouraged.
I think some people are born with a type of personality that they are natural influencers. They're decisive, that they can really motivate and lead people, but I don't think that all of those people have the best purpose, or how do you say it?
Agenda.
Right. So because I think of, my son is natural leader and everyone is drawn to him, but I do not think he has the skills yet to go on and make XYZ happen. Right. So yeah, I used to lead my neighborhood of kids, but was I always leading them into the right choices? That's what I mean. Like, the leader can actually help you grow in a positive way. I don't think that every leader out there pushes you positively. That's
absolutely true. It's absolutely true. And it should go without saying that every leader out there is not created equal. And leadership is not a title. Let's just clear this up, because that's a big myth too, because they put that sign on the door and said you are the president of XYZ LMNOP Corporation. No. The real, true great leaders out there are the ones who earn that title in a way that, first of all, they're progressive in their thinking, their communication skills. Because if anyone, and oh, by the way, my newest book coming out, Breadcrumbs. I don't plan on talking about this. I'm just saying, it's Breadcrumbs to Making It Great in Leadership. There's nothing like, for those who don't like reading, this is for you. I did all the heavy lifting. I went through the biggest leaders and greatest names from from the faith-based community to nonprofit to business, to all these different areas of space of leadership, and started extracting certain things that they thought needed to be embodied in the great leaders. And I did all that reading stuff and condensed it down into literally a book that speaks to you with 52 different, what I call, ingredients to the success of great leadership.
I'll have to take a look at that.
Oh, it's amazing. I mean, it's like me calling my own kids cute. It's calling my own kids cute. Because see, people don't have, okay, let me rephrase this. I'll say people don't have time, but that's a myth.
Right.
You know, it's all relative.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because people say, I ain't got time. No, that is a statement of priority, not a statement of fact. Because we make time for the stuff that we want that is important to us. So I'm going to say, for people who don't want to make time for reading that thick old book from Attila the Hun.
I missed that one too.
Oh, Attila the Hun. Oh, y'all don't know about him? Okay, back in the Rome days. And okay, he was a terrible guy, but he had some great leadership abilities. And there's some others out there too that I would throw out at you. Okay, one more and I'll stop and I'll get back on the road. How do you feel about, let me start out there. When I say the name Adolf Hitler.
That's my point.
Yeah.
That's my point.
That's her point. But here's the thing.
He led.
He led.
Like a mofo.
Exactly. Just say like a mofo. He led. But the biggest thing he had that was the most valuable piece that he had was a mouthpiece of communication. People don't know this, but he studied actors to see what they did in their dramatic delivery of dialogue. And he used to mimic that.
Have you seen him talk? Of course you have. But I mean, he's just like...
Yeah, he's flamboyant.
So dramatic.
That's how he rose to his top. Yeah. So obviously, in terms of a great leader that is doing something great for mankind, he is not. Okay. Let's be clear. However, as far as the exemplifying the number one most important skill set when I've talked to leaders that they say is the most important thing up front is communication.
Sure. And style flexing with who you're speaking with to get them to understand. I mean, if I'm talking to you and all I care about is how I sound, I have to figure out what you're going to hear. How do I need to say this so that you hear me and you act upon whatever I need you to do?
Absolutely.
Hitler was good at it.
That's true. That's true. And if you take any great leader, I'm going to say great leader, bar none, they excel in that space of the communication component. And then they're not big at saying, you go. They're big at saying, let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. It really is a let's thing, guys. That's one of the most powerful words in the English language is let's, because it infers that, hey, this is someone who wants to come alongside you and not command you to go. And so for those who, in fact, this includes anybody that can fog a mirror, because our leadership is just not my thing. That's cute. However, in every case, in factors of our life, we have an opportunity to be able to lead, whether that be in the family, whether that be in your little girls club or your boys club, whatever the case may be, whether in your school or in your business, imagine, or in its faith-based community, there's an opportunity that will be presented to be able to lead. And the question is, will you be ready to step up and be one of those leaders that people like whisper about and be like, oh my God, or one of those is actually speak out loudly about and say, oh my gosh, this person is someone I want to emulate. This is someone who I would want.
They have what I want. Yeah.
Yeah. This guy's making sense to y'all? Is these some good nuggets for y'all? Okay.
These nuggets are the bomb. Thank you very much.
You are quite welcome. These are those nuggets that goes to your head and your heart, not your hips. You know that's right. Oh, I see a lot of y'all trying to chime in. Hey, Leticia, I see she's asking me, do you sell your books? If so, how much? Okay, go to makeitgreatnow.com, Leticia, and you'll see the price there. If you are local, I say just come by my office and get it, because then it saves you on the shipping. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. I know some of y'all I shouldn't be opening that invitation to, because you may be a stalker.
You let me in.
I did. I let Shannon in.
Anything about me, so.
But I actually did. I did my homework, but I really didn't know.
But I am very good at digital marketing. I put out there what I want.
That's what you want to be perceived. Very important, guys. Yeah. You put out what you want to be. And she did a great job at that, and she impressed me. Angela, I see you. Hey, Jason, welcome. Mike Lyons, that's my 6'10". Yes, he's 6'10".
Wow.
Yes. And he's got a knot on his head that's permanent because he's, the standard door is 6'8".
Shut up. No. Really?
I kid you not. Mike, come on. People don't believe it. He'll tell you, or ceiling fans, It's like, but he is just a great guy. Mike, I'm playing with you. But it's so true. He's a great guy. Frank Carbonell, welcome, sir. Good to see you. I hope this is good stuff that's coming at you guys. I'm enjoying our time together, and we're ever fastly approaching this hour mark here. But I got another nugget that I'm going to be able to extract from this green jelly bean that's sitting right next to me. But when you hear that music,
It's about time for a dance break.
yes, it's time for another dance break. We got to get y'all up and moving, because if not, you'll go to sleep. And we don't want no sleeping up in here, okay? So catch us on the other side of this break. I have a question for my guest. Let's go. Oh my gosh. Y'all should see what we're doing behind the camera when we go to breaks. Now on Instagram, you can actually see that we're discussing her inability to dance.
Right. Yeah.
It's just hilarious. I see you, Dr. Green, over here on Instagram, and the rest of you guys as well too. I can't make y'all names out, so it's all good. Guys, I'm riding shotgun next to the capital THE. Her name is, get ready to plot again, Shannon Eckroth, and she is what I like to call the queen of digital marketing. I try to make it sticky, memorable. And here's this girls just want to have fun while getting their work done. Yes. And then here's her amazing little family, who's not so little anymore.
Right, 10 years ago.
Was it 10?
At least.
Was it at least?
Yeah.
In fact, if you got to show your kids this, say, look at you. What's your kids' names?
Jacob, Noah, and Claudia.
Jacob, Noah, and Claudia. I love that. Claudia is like Swiss.
Claudia?
Claudia? Isn't that Swiss?
I don't know. She's just cute, that's all.
She's just cute. She's like, I don't know.
She's my girl, yeah.
How old is she?
22.
Oh, you got 22 years old.
Yeah. I had her when I was 16, right?
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, she beat me to
My
the
dad
punch.
was so proud.
Oh, my gosh.
I was a sophomore in high school.
Total difference. No, hey, Tatiana Varega, welcome, girl. I got to tell you about Tatiana. You need a friend here.
Yeah.
I think you would enjoy her. Tatiana, I call her the Marvel from Moldova.
All right.
She lives in Galveston, Texas, and she just recently, last year, set the Guinness Book of World Record for planking.
I love planking. Seriously? I can only do 2 minutes.
Oh, I was saying.
No
Would you like to
planker.
know what her record was?
Yeah, what is it?
It was 3 hours and 45 minutes.
What?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just check out Tatiana. She's absolutely amazing, and she's one of my little grasshoppers / green jelly beans. So she's a hybrid.
What do you do for all? I mean, I'd have to read it. Anyways.
Yeah, just go check her stuff out. She's actually has I'm going to put you out there, Tatiana. She has her little brand line out there as far as her nutritional package stuff, where she does the prep stuff. Tatiana, say something so they'll know that you're alive and you're doing your thing. She said, "Who loves planking?" She put the question
For
right.
2 minutes, I love it. And then I cry.
3 hours and 45 minutes. Now, in the next, I think it's May, Tatiana, you can correct me, but she's actually going to be resetting that Guinness Book of World Record to 5 minutes. 5 hours. From 3 hours and 45 minutes to 5 hours. Yeah, it's amazing. She runs marathons. She's a professional dancer as well too. I love her.
Wow.
She's out of Galveston.
That's beast mode. That's
She's
cool.
straight beast. She's actually rode shotgun with me. What was it, Tatiana? A year ago or so. Amazing personality, and I just have loved being a mentor to her and watching her just grow
awesome.
and do what she does. So she added another tooth to my smile. Okay, Tatiana, I just plugged you, girl. You better speak up, say something. But I got to get back on the freeway here. I said I had a question. I teased you on the other side of that break. I'm riding shotgun with the Shannon Eckroth, who is the queen of digital marketing and so much other things too that's on top of that as well. I'm kind of curious to this stress thing that's out there, because everybody is exposed to it in some way, shape, or form. How do you deal with it?
I quit my job. I was so stressed. It was disgusting.
That was the major stress in your life. That was the biggest.
Stress. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was the stress, chasing the next step up. But
how long ago was that?
So that was 2 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, but I had to completely reinvent myself because of it. But now, of course, I'm not stress free.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, I I volunteer. I do the MLK Food Initiative food giveaway each month, and knowing that's coming, it's volunteer work.
Say that again.
MLK Community Initiative food giveaway.
That's a mouthful.
Every month we do this food giveaway, and so this has become my outlet, my thing.
Wow.
I think everyone has to have a thing, but I put so much focus into it, thinking about it, daydreaming about it. But it's something that, it's just, so everyone needs to find something that they can do.
Thing.
Yeah, and sleep. I learned so much because I used to never sleep. I used to never sleep.
You couldn't turn it off? Was that like?
Yeah. No, and to deal with the stress, my doctors had me on medication that were stimulants and to help me focus, right?
Oh, wow.
And so I was always awake and I was a stress hot mess. But realizing where those stressors were really the baseline where they were coming from, and just having to just have faith and give things up, and then focus on my sleep and my health. So
wow.
Yeah.
So guys, I know I talk a lot about this notion when I say it's okay to be selfish.
Yes.
For selfless reasons.
Yeah.
And so what she's done is and I'm just going to tie it in a nice little bow here. What she's done is she said, hey, I got some things. Let me evaluate those things that are in my life that are taking me the wrong direction. One was the stress of having the job that she was on. I don't know what she did, but it really doesn't matter. It was stressful. To the point where it's like, okay, I got to make some decisions, some choices here. And I talk a lot about this thing. You guys know it, but let me show you since the topic has come up. I talk about the most powerful, also shortest word in the English language, one of the shortest, is the word or. And so I say, people say, what's that? What's that mean? The word or suggests that in anything that we do, you have a choice to what you do and what you accept. Now, you can sit back and you just accept this life as your fate, but your fate is what you make. You choose to stay in those particular situations. You can pivot to something that's positive. So she saw this as a negative stress thing and said, my discomfort for the stress level with my fear of change has just been eclipsed. So now she made a choice, said, I'm going to cut this cold turkey probably. I don't know.
You make it sound so strategic. Like, this is happening to me, so I shall do this. It was like, up all of me, and I break down, and I go home, and I'm like, I quit my job.
Wow. So it was like
I didn't have the emotional intelligence, or I didn't have enough self-awareness at that time to realize I had choices. Yeah. And so it went to the point of explosion. Yeah.
I told you.
If you can catch it before then, but maybe you don't realize how bad it is until you just.
To that moment happens.
Yeah.
And what I'm getting at when I say this or thing, now, it's typically not something that's one thing that happens and you just go. It's an accumulation of things over time is what I'm suggesting. And so over that time, you're choosing to stay. And then there's something that makes you say, uncle, and whatever that is, and you go, like she so eloquently did, she threw up the half the peace sign, you know what I mean? And she's double half the piece. And she said, I'm out of here.
Right.
And that had to be scary. Then she probably got on. I was like, what did I just do? But now I need to go ahead and move and transition to the next thing. So question, was there a bridge already created to that other thing?
Well, thank God I created so many skills. And I had been very, very engaged with and passionate about what I was doing that I ended up falling on my ass with a lot of skill and wherewithal. And then no, but when you have no paycheck coming in and you're just like, I'm not giving up my Cadillac, what am I going to do about this? Then you get very creative. And then you start realizing, out of crisis comes opportunity, right?
Right.
And if you've got your mind with you, then you can start putting things together. And now, I literally make at least double what I was making in that shit job.
Wow. Can I high five you?
If you just get desperate enough to take a chance, and have faith. I'm super confident with myself, but I wasn't always. And if I wasn't now, I wouldn't take the risks I take. And so I think I had to crash though.
Wow.
Yeah.
And sometimes it takes that smack in the face or that left hook or uppercut that compels you, pushes you into those spots. I talk a lot about change and how there's two different types of change. There's the change that just happens to you. You don't ask for it. It's like, okay, what's this? It's pink slip. I'm jobless. Okay, that's change that's forced upon you. But the one that I think demonstrates the most, accelerates your growth is what I call self-inflicted change. Yes. That's the one where you say, half the peace sign. and get them all, and you join out. So you're forcing that up on you. But then what happens is you're going to grow, because only a fool will pray for greener grass, but then curse the rain. Mm-hmm. It's like, no. I want something better, so I have to go through the minefield. Now, it's nice to be able to choose a mentor or mentors, and there's never been another time in history where literally you can glean virtually from mentors out there who came, saw, and conquered in their space, and they created something that they've written down or spoke out for you to be able to glean some stuff. Because a lot of people say experience is the best teacher. Yeah, but learning from somebody else's experience is just plain old smart.
Yeah. Like, you can tell me something's hot, and I'm going to believe you, and I'm going to skip that lesson.
Be like, what, that's hot? It's so hot?
Yeah.
What's hot? Did you guys try? No, that's dumb. It's like, no. Now show them your fingers. See, I did this when I touched it. See that? It's all blistered. It's like, oh, okay. So if you're going to go through that minefield, for heaven's sake, please follow somebody that preferably has been there and maybe have a missing limb or two to show that they've been there. Because some people be talking.
The battle wounds, yes.
That's right. Because you know, just like I know, that some people be talking. Like, yeah, I've been there, done that, got t-shirt and socks to match. I've done all this.
And pay me $29.99 a month, and I'll show you how to do it. Yeah.
But they have no fruit on the tree.
Right. Yeah.
And you know a fruitless tree? Nobody even want that in the yard. You chop that thing down. But so if they got the fruit on the tree, they got the war wounds and the scars and such, that person will line up as to be a good mentor. What do you think about the mentors? What do you think about that whole concept?
You know, I definitely have mentors. I think that they, you know, whether it's a coach, right? Health coach, or in business, I think they're vital. I think they're super vital because they pave the way for you to follow. So, and that's what I do now. So, you know, I coach people, I guide them. I'm good.
I love that. Yes.
Do what I didn't. Yeah, I mean, follow me.
The student has become the teacher. Guys, I am I'm enthralled with Shannon. And she's one of those that I reached out and just grabbed her. But she was hanging around and was like looking and following some of our stuff. And I was like, man,
I've been paying attention. Yeah.
I saw that you know, guys, this
is a good thing. It's cool.
I hear that music, right? So she's representative right here in this particular song. Come on. She's trying to get it.
That's it.
She's like, listen, I'm going to keep it right here. This is home right here.
Catch me driving down the road, though. It's a different story.
She is a bad mamma jamma, and she's also a brick house too. You know, when I say brick house, guys, she's got this level of confidence that's be hard for you to knock her down.
Come at me.
Come at me, bro. Come at me, bro. Try me. I ain't sticks and twiddle sticks and no. I'm brick.
I know how to knock back.
I kind of get that sense to her. She's got that edgy style too, and I think you have to have a little bit of that in order to be able to survive in a world that has no obligation for you to understand it. Yeah, is that a news book? That may be a news book for some people. This life is under no duty or obligation for you to make sense of it. Is that too deep?
No.
Okay, yeah. Some of y'all need to get out of school here. That's deep. This life is designed for you to try to figure out, and don't try to do it on your own. You have people like Shannon that's out there that you can go to for some coaching and stuff, and how to be able to build your business in a space that may be a little bit scary. Nowadays, my friends, if you're not leveraging this medium that you're looking and viewing us right now, whether on which platform you're on, because I'm on like 6 different ones once this is finally done. Oh, by the way, if you're on YouTube, just go ahead and subscribe right there. You'll see that little button at the end of the day. It's floating right here. At the end, and then share this out, guys, because we do this so you guys can grab some nuggets. Again, it doesn't go to your hips, it goes to your head and your heart. And we want to encourage you in your space, whatever your thing is, your thing. You know, everybody's got a thing. Some people got 2 things or 3 things, but at least got to have one thing. And so we want to encourage you to say your thing. It may not be.
That was easy.
It may not be easy.
If it's easy, too many other people have your thing.
Oh, say it again.
Yeah. If it's easy, too many other people have the same thing.
Yeah, guys.
You rise above when you you just keep focusing on it, and it's hard, and you keep tweaking it and tweaking it. Yeah.
Guys, hey, You can't blaze a trail that's already been blazed.
No.
It's a template. In fact, when I said yes to the space of to the space of speaking, here we go, double tongue. When I said yes to this space, guys, I wanted to see what everybody else was doing so I could see what not to do. So, you know, if you've been to any of my events, oh, by the way, they've all been 5-star rated. You know, the ones I'm just saying. Just saying. Okay. We just lost Instagram, so y'all missed it. By Instagram, we just lost them. After an hour, they shut us down. So that's my little mark. Okay. In this space, me saying, hey, I want to do something different. I didn't want to blaze the trail. And I don't want the cookie cutter template because that's nothing special. Now, am I saying I'm special? No. I'm saying I'm another word that starts with S. And that word's not Shannon. It's actually, we're similar. We're similar to you. We have 24 hours a day. We don't know if tomorrow's coming. It's here today, gone tomorrow. No, it could be here today, gone today.
Who cares?
Who cares? We're going to live right now. We're going to live in this space. We're going to live right now without, not actually foregoing what's next. I'm not saying that. Only the confused mind comes away with that conclusion. But here's what I'm saying. You live in the now, making you plan for the next as well, too, while you live now. But
tripping on it.
Just don't trip on it. Yeah. Don't take the word. Oh, my gosh, she's hit a nail right on the head. We don't worry in advance for things that have an 87% chance of not happening. That's dumb. Would you bet on those odds in Vegas? Only a fool. So it's like, why would you worry about stuff that's in your future that has a great chance of not happening? I tell some of my friends that all the time, and they look at me like I got 3 eyes. And I'm like, no, this is the way it works, y'all. You make your plan, follow your plan, work your plan, and expect for things not to go quite as planned. Has that been demonstrated in your life?
Yeah. Deeply. I mean, that is my life.
If I line up 10 people, 11 of them will tell you that that's the case. I can't tell you 20 years ago, 10 years ago, for that matter, that I'd be, well, maybe 10 years ago. I started 10 years ago in this space. I couldn't tell you 11 years ago that I'd be in this space doing what I do. Yeah. And that I created and stuff. It was not my plan. My plan was to do some things, but along that path, okay. We're going to go out on this note. You can never look forward in life and connect dots, but you can look back over your shoulder at life and see how the dots connected. Would you not agree?
Yeah.
I'm going to say it again because some people missed it. You can never look forward in life and connect dots sufficiently, but you can always look back over your shoulder at life and see how the dots connected. There was a reason why Shannon's here today. I don't want to get all sappy and stuff on you.
What's going to happen?
We're going to go out on a little smooth note, baby. Slow it down. That's the reason why she's here today. It was dots being connected. Because I had mutual connections with some other people in the same space that she's in, like Arlena and Leticia and the rest of the crew. She was able to be visible to me and I to her. And because of that, I recognized a jelly bean, a green jelly bean. And I'm in the business of collecting those green jelly beans. And those ones that you can draft off life and do this life with. And they're designed in the same lane to be able to inspire, motivate, encourage, and educate you. I love what she does. Check her out. Go friend her. Follow her. Go out there and do some stuff. Let me see. Clips Missy says, great stuff, Bane. Thank you, bro. Hey, Shanita Ford, I see you as well. Hey, Chris McCullough. All of you guys has just chimed in. Xylo Heffron, I see you guys. Man, you guys mean so much more than the world. Just the world to me. You're super special. I'm Every Woman. I love this song. I think it represents people like herself. I'm going to say thank you to my guest. She's amazing, times 2, squared. Now she has a story that's inspiring to the masses. She has come with us today, and this has been super special. I gotta show that picture again. I like it. She's so cute. Right there. That's her. Yes. Here's another shot. And I would be remiss if I did not show her little peoples. That's her. Guys, welcome back. Hey, this is MrMakeItGreat.com saying, hey, we only get one shot at this life thing, my friends. We don't get any mulligans or do-overs. So let's just waste it tiptoeing through it, trying to make it good. Let's squeeze the juice out of it in service to the spirit of humanity some way.
And laugh.
Laugh, guys. Show your teeth. Even if you got one tooth. Brush it first, then show it off. We gotta laugh too, guys. Let's not make it good. Let's make it absolutely great. You ain't gotta go home, but you gotta get the heck up out of here because I gotta go get some stuff done, and I know Shannon's gotta get some stuff too. We gotta get on with the business of changing some lives, right? Come on. We say thank you to Shannon Eckroth again. Go friend her and check her out, and I can't wait to have her on here again. Hey, if all I got is one time, we'll actually take that. It's all good, guys. Hey, guys, be good. Keep your head in the clouds and your feet on the ground, and don't mess around. We'll see you on the next episode. It's been really cool. All right, dance out, guys. Until next time, love, peace, and chicken grease.